I think that's worked. Lovely. Okay. Now we wait for friends. My hair looked a lot more organized earlier today. Let me tell the people of Instagram that we are here. Gonna lean around that way. Hello, everybody. Hi, Veronica. Thank you, Ryan. Marcus, hello. Hello, everybody. Let me know if my microphone's too loud. I don't usually do this. I'm going to put my glasses on so I can read what you're saying. Thank you, everybody. Thank you for the birthday messages. That's very kind. Which way is this? That's not right. That's not right at all. What are we doing? That? Is that better? Thank you, everyone. So many birthday messages. Wow. Hello, Dylan. Hello, everybody. Hello, Eva. Hello from Hawaii. Wow. Thank you, everybody. Aaron is in the lounge. He is here. Don't worry, Aaron and Sean are hanging out, and they may make an appearance during this live stream. I'm not going to be here for hours and hours and hours either, because I am amidst birthday celebrations. Christopher, how I wish I could join you at the Broadway flea market this year. Very sad not to be there, but my wallet is very happy that I'm not going to be there because, oh, the money that I would spend. I don't know if I would participate in the Tom Francis tank top auction. I don't know. Perhaps I would frame it on the wall behind me. Can you imagine? Can you imagine? So for those of you who really pay attention to the things I put in the background of videos, I tend to place things that are relevant to the show that I'm talking about. I say this like it's subtle. It's not very subtle, so you've probably noticed this. So if I'm talking about Stranger Things or something Netflix adjacent, I will put this person there. Or if I'm talking about an Andrew Lloyd Webber show, maybe I will put Alexander Hamilton, the camel from Joseph, who I have named Alexander Hamilton. Maybe I'll put him there. So I just thought in my head, imagine I go to the Broadway flea market and successfully buy Tom Francis's Sunset Boulevard tank top, which they are selling this year. You can go and bid, and I encourage you to do so. Imagine I put that in the backdrop of videos where I was talking about Sunset Boulevard. Imagine I chose to do that. That would be hilarious. Thank you. Yes, Aaron and I'd say we are still recovering from the 24-hour musical because, like jet lag, if you miss a full night of sleep, it's not fixed in one night. We got 9 hours of sleep last night, which was nice. Had I not had plans today to go for lunch with my parents and the drive to make sure that my flat was clean before they came round, then might have slept for longer. But hopefully we'll continue to get good sleep this week and recover from the sleep debt. That's a thing. That's a thing. I'd say we probably got about an hour of sleep during the 24-hour musical, but it was spent on auditorium seating, just kind of slumped, passing out at about 4 o'clock in the morning-ish. But the show went well, which is good, which is all we can ask for. And it was a fun time. What musical did you guys do is a question that's just come through from Crystal Rose, because the 24-hour musical, which if you don't know, is what I have just spent the weekend doing. It always falls around my birthday weekend. So that's always what happens. You show up on the Friday night and they say, surprise, we're doing this show. And you have 24 hours to rehearse, and then you perform it for an audience who also doesn't know what the show is. And I was pretty sure I knew what it was. You will see a full vlog, because this very camera that I'm looking at right now, I had that in my hands the whole time. So you will see lots of clips. You will see a full vlog next weekend, maybe the weekend after. But it was Legally Blonde. It was Legally Blonde. I performed Legally Blonde yesterday. I played Grandmaster Chad, who does the rap in What You Want, who does what you want to be out because the sun she warm. What you want to be sturdy, stuck inside your dorm. That one, I played that guy. And Aaron and I were also Nikos and Carlos. Speaking of Aaron, James, he's here.
Hello.
He's joining us, donut in hand. Hello, my love. How are you?
Good, thank you.
Say hello to the people.
Hi, everyone.
people are here. The camera is following my face.
Whoa.
We're going on a journey. I did vlog the 24-hour musical. You will see Aaron and I doing Legally Blonde.
Yeah.
Having a great time, being gay and European.
Whoop, whoop.
Yeah. Oh, cabaret closure is now the same day as the flea market.
Wow.
I didn't even think about that. Yeah. Yeah. If you want to get any of those silk scarves that I bought, maybe they'll be reduced.
Me and Sean were discussing how some of the outlets' coverage of his closure for new news questionable.
Is it not it?
It's just a lot of it's worded. It seems to make people react in a different way, or not disclosing why leaving. So, like, I know I just one that was like Billy Porter leaving the production, so production's closing early, as if to say him leaving is the reason why the show's closing.
That's not good under the circumstances. Yeah. That's not good at all. Maybe I need to make a video. I had mixed feelings about. See, Matthew has just asked with perfect timing. I had mixed feelings about making a new video about why Cabaret is now closing earlier, because I feel like it's implicit, because I feel like I outlined the reasons for the closure the last time I talked about it, and I've also talked about the Billy Porter stuff separately, and I feel like this is just a combination of the two, but I could do a new video if that's something that people want. And I feel like it's an important thing to talk about for a handful of reasons.
Well, it's a happy birthday.
Lots of happy birthdays. Where did your interest in theatre come from? Very first show you saw? Oh my gosh. In person, if it wasn't something sort of local like kids theatre, like I was taken to see Sooty and Sweep. I have seen Sooty and Sweep.
I've met Sooty and Sweep.
Wow.
Person.
Had to go bigger.
As an adult. Because I went to a panto launch for when in Wolverhampton when...
Wait, you've met Sooty in adulthood?
Yeah.
Wow.
I was at a panto launch and Sooty and Sweep were there, so I got to meet them both and get a photo with them.
Wow. Wow. Veronica says, hi, Aaron. How did you guys celebrate today? We went for a nice lunch with my parents and my sister, because my sister was also doing the 24-hour musical.
She was Vivian.
With us yesterday. She was Vivian Kensington. She was great.
And we had two of your closest friends in it as well.
Two of my close friends for years were also involved. Yeah. Being very fantastic. Sooty and Sweep. Puppet equivalent of falsettos. Thank you. That's very kind of you. Thank you so much. Lots of nice messages coming through. The other day I was cleaning my house and I started singing your outro. It makes me smile every time. Thank you. That's very nice. Thank you, Nope. What is my favorite show on Broadway right now? Everything Notwithstanding. I love the musical that is Maybe Happy Ending, which, by the way, oh my gosh, huge revelation for you all right now. You are very lucky people, because you're about to be the first people to witness. Hold on, we need to part. We need to create space. Wait, it's following my head. Behind me, here. That's where the Suffs playbill used to be, that everyone for months has been asking me to fix. Hold on, I can turn this off of active track. Look at, there you go. I've swapped it out. I put these up. New playbills on the wall, everybody. I didn't fix the Suffs one. I just swapped them. The Suffs one now lives up there. And it's oh no, that's Zoom. It's still crooked. It's still crooked. You're just not going to be able to see it anymore in videos. It's basically the upshot of this. So it's still there. And if that bothers you, then I apologize. Oh, it's just got really bright for some reason. Do I know how to use this camera? Not necessarily. How did I turn the brightness up? I didn't even know I could do that.
Oh, wow.
Oh, well. Went for drinks with my family, went for lunch with my family, and then came back, opened some presents, chilled for a bit, put up some frames. There's more to be put up. They're all behind me on the sofa right now. Lots of nice things to go on the wall and the other walls. Hello, Tracy. Nice to hear from you. Thank you. Oh, we're both Virgos. And then went for... I'm not a Libra. No, my mother's a Libra. Yeah. My mother and I share a birthday month. But...
No, but then they said, oh, his birthday must be soon then.
I'm such a...
Anyhow, weird.
I'm such a Virgo. I don't subscribe to star signs all of the time, but then I see Virgo things and I'm just like, that is me.
Oh, I'm a Leo.
You are. But I also think Virgos have such a specific personality born of being the oldest in school years. I think that just shapes a person in such a way. I'm using a DJI Osmo Pocket 3 as the camera. So this, fun fact, the camera that you're seeing me through right now is also the one I use for vlogging and reels and interviews. So if you're seeing a video where I'm just sat in here, it's usually not this camera, it's usually the other one. But this is the one that I carry around because it's a tiny little camera. It's very small, but it has the ability to follow my face. So I like to tell performers this when I'm interviewing them. I've got great footage of Oliver Thompson moving around with the camera chasing.
You know what's funny?
What?
I didn't even realise you still used the other one.
I do. Every time I'm sat in here, yeah,
I did not realise.
Yeah. Yes, the Bengsons were the ones, their show Ohio was at the Fringe. I go see them doing anything. They're remarkable. Yeah. I convinced you to see Brigadoon this week and it was fantastic. I'm so glad you enjoyed. Terrific. There is going to be a 24-hour musical vlog. Yes. No more under 30 discounts. I know. Some of them apply if you are 30.
Yeah, some of them are 30 and under.
Yeah.
Well, under 35s are a thing now.
Yeah. Is Aaron going to get a chair or is he not allowed? Aaron has bought himself a new chair for his office in the lounge and it's hard to bring in here. So I think the floor is currently preferable. How's the donut is a question that's come through. Ellie says, congrats on being old. Congrats on being rude. Wow. I was opening cards today from a lot of people and it was just like, I was like, they don't all need to say 30. We didn't all need to get the number on the card. Didn't need to. I'm very happy being 30, but not every card needed to say that. I don't remember getting a lot of 29s. Don't recall that. There are still under 35 tickets. That's very true. The rail card loss is going to be the biggest one.
Who knew that I could still be seen sat on the floor?
There you are. There you are. You're like the little paperclip in the corner of Microsoft Office that asks you if you need help. It does. That does show our age. Yeah. Better to be over the hill than buried under it. So true. I'm excited for my 30s, actually, because I feel I was never an exciting enough person to be in my 20s. Like the things you're meant to do in your 20s and like the lifestyle you're meant to live never really appealed to me. Or if it did, I wasn't ever very good at it. And I feel like I've always been someone in their 30s trapped in the body of someone younger. So I look forward to this decade. I think it's going to be promising. On that note, I'm growing a moustache, as you may have noticed in some recent videos. As the rest of the beard comes back, it gets subtler, but it's there. It's there. Anyway. Oh, Veronica, I've decided to celebrate your birthday by watching the pro shot of Into the Woods for the first time. Such a crazy show. Nearly died when I saw the wolf costume with the... Yeah. There was a production, I think it was Matthew Zia's production at the Royal Exchange, had a very nearly nude wolf. Wow. Fun fact. But I'm honored that you would choose to watch that in my honor. I appreciate that. I also wish Suffs was still running on Broadway. I think in a parallel universe it is, and I think in that same parallel universe the government looks different. What's your birthday show for this year? Didn't see one because yesterday Aaron and I were in a show that we spent 24 hours rehearsing. So had we gone to the theatre today, we would have fallen asleep.
Yeah, we would have.
Yeah, basically.
And if also, any one of us had it, wouldn't be as bad because both of us were.
Yeah. Also, I think that I like to see a new show every year on my birthday. I don't like to repeat them, but I also like to see whatever I think is the best show in town. I've done Cabaret for that before, and I've done Crazy for You, Les Mis, and there wasn't an obvious contender for that this year. There's a lot of stuff that's like finishing. I will say we saw, bless you, we saw Evita at the start of this week, which was sort of birthday adjacent, but Into the Woods isn't till later in the year. Paddington isn't till later in the year. A lot of the most anticipated stuff has not happened yet.
I apologize to everybody in advance that I am right next to the lever of his chair, and I feel like I could accidentally lower him, not by meaning to, but by my hand just going like, what?
So rude. The badge says, it's my birthday. It's my birthday. It's my sister got this for me. I haven't listened to Where I Want to Be from the new Chess album yet. I I have mixed feelings about listening to stuff in advance because I know the score, I know the material. It's not about spoilers. It's just about experiencing it
How
in the room.
similar it has a name to a song in Boop.
People have been saying this. Yeah, where I want to be versus where I want to be and who I want to be and doing what I always thought I want to do. And someone asked me earlier to sing Being Alive. My voice is not in a good place today because I've spent 24 hours singing What do you want? Do you want to be up because the sun she warm? What do you want? And gay, he's gay. I know. This is a very chaotic energy, by the way, for anyone who's used to videos where I always talk quickly.
Oh, there's a Romy and Michele question.
How many times would you recommend to see the Into the Woods revival? The thing is, I love it so much that I'm particular. And I've never seen an Into the Woods I've all the way loved. I really liked Regent's Park. I had more issues with the one at Bath.
Oh, I had issues with the one at Bath.
That's the only time that I've seen it in person. I hope I fall in love with the one at the bridge. I really think I could, and I hope that I do. I trust Jordan fine, but I'm not going to buy a bunch of tickets because going back to see something that I just can't risk it. I'm too scared. But I'm optimistic. Thank you for the happy birthday in German. Alles Gute zum Geburtstag. Thank you so much. Any stagey plans for the next few weeks? Yes. Couple of shows this week, quite a quiet week, and then lots happening in September that I can't tell you about, but it'll be exciting. That's all I can say. Yeah. I'm doing Legally Blonde at school. Rehearsal starts in 2 weeks. Yes, best of luck for your audition. Best of luck. Just go in and beat that. They're going to be looking for charismatic, personality, vibrant, just confidence. Whatever you do, do it confidently. Because they're not looking for someone who has the performance ready now. They're looking for someone with enough enthusiasm and awareness to be able to shape the perfect performance. So go in with confidence and enthusiasm and listening ears, I guess. Favorite Legally Blonde song? Oh,
I love Positive.
It's a good song.
It's about. I think I just liked Positive a lot because it's the underloved song from that show.
Yeah.
I feel like So Much Better is like the song.
So Much Better is a banger. Oh my God, you guys, is one of the great theatrical opening numbers.
Yes.
I like Chip on My Shoulder an awful lot. And
you love Vivian's moment in Legally Blonde.
Who doesn't love Vivian's moment in Legally Blonde Legally Blonde remix, I should say, but also Enid's moment.
Yeah.
And
Enid has a great moment.
And Brooke's moment. Mister, you're fired. Guess who I hired? Yeah, it's a strong score. Like Blood in the Water is an underrated song. Fun fact. Whipped into shape. Fun fact. Blood in the Water, not fun to sing the ensemble. The harmonies. Blood in the water. Ha, 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 ha. The weird one, the skip track, is probably Take It Like a Man. I feel like that's the skip track. And again, weird ensemble harmonies because she's singing, is he not hot? And the ensemble goes, hot, hot, hot. He's hot, 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 hot. Strange. Asking me to pick a favorite Legally Blonde song is like asking me to pick a favorite child, as it's my favorite musical. There you go. Yeah, strong show. Why is Aaron on the floor? Because there's actually no other chair in this room. Anytime you see the both of us sat in this room, it's because we've brought a chair in here from the lounge.
There is the sofa bed. I could be sitting on the sofa bed. I just actively decided sometimes I just like to sit on the floor.
This is a great insight into the personality of Aaron James, because we have a sofa that can probably fit 4 people comfortably, 5 if you really squeeze them in. And most nights in our home, it's just the 2 of us, obviously. And I will sit on the sofa and he will sit on the floor. This just happens.
This does happen at points, yeah.
Yeah.
I think sometimes I like it because it's just like you are just literally like grounding yourself.
Yeah. Would either of you get or have a theatre-themed tattoo? I don't know if I'd get a theatre-themed tattoo. I'm not against the idea of getting exactly one tattoo.
I'm not a tattoo boy.
You're not a tattoo boy.
I overthink too much about having it like there and for the permanency of something.
Yeah.
And that's why I never went through with her to get my ears pierced.
Which I can't imagine not having my earrings now. I love them. Oh, Melanie's getting a Two Strangers tattoo. What's it going to be, Melanie? You can't just tell us that. You've got to give us details. We need to know. Favorite play of all time, The Inheritance. I think it's like
I love The Inheritance.
Angels in America, but speaks to the exact current generation of like gay men specifically.
I really wish a TV adaptation of it would happen.
Yeah.
It's a limited series.
Yeah. The lyrics of the entire witch rap tattooed around your arm. Greens, and nothing but greens, parsley, peppers, herbs.
Oh, do you want to show your jacket?
No, I'll reveal that at another time.
Okay.
But someone made me a fantastic birthday gift, which was very, very kind. People are asking about the Romy and Michele casting, and I do want to talk about this because it's inspired. It's deeply inspired. Laura Bell Bundy and Cara Lindsay heading off Broadway with the Romy and Michele musical. I don't know the film. I know of the film. I've seen clips of, they did a drag parody with Trixie Mattel and Katja, I think, starred in it. It was a Peaches Christ one in San Francisco. This may mean something or nothing to you. But I'm excited for the show because I think it's the same one that was done at MT Fest. Yeah, that was done as a workshop.
It's the same one. It's the same production. It's the same show.
Yeah, I'm excited about the talent involved because they're brilliant. They are campy. And I love the way it truly in an era now of like the Broadway stars of the 2000s and even the 2010s now coming back. Like Sherry Renee Scott is coming back to Broadway. Kristen Chenoweth is coming back to Broadway. Laura Bell Bundy and Cara Lindsay. Not that they've all been away for that long, some of them.
Also, the return of Laura Bell Bundy to musical theatre.
The return of Laura Bell Bundy. Oh, yeah, coming back. Josh Lehman is a great Mary. I don't know Mary. Just side note. That's a great choice.
Oh, fun.
Yeah, the casting in Death Becomes Her with Megan and Jen. There was someone else that was also relevant to this conversation, but they have slipped from. I mean, Jane Krakowski, Mary. But yeah, I love that. Oh, thank you. That's very kind. Did I read the book Wicked? And if yes, does the movie make you that much angrier? FYI, my favorite play, Who's Afraid of Virginia Woolf? That's a great favorite play choice. That's definitely top 10 for me. Maybe top 5. I for a long time said it was one of my 3 favorite films. Was Who's Afraid of Virginia Woolf, The Emperor's New Groove, and something else. Not that Letterboxd is ever going to ask me for my favorites, but I'm ready if they do for 2 of them at least. Jonathan Larson tattoo is a fun idea. The Inheritance is currently performing in Washington. I didn't know that.
I feel like if you got like Jonathan Larson, like the Moondance Diner seems to be one of the most like used.
I've seen a lot of Moondance Diner, and I guess No Day But Today.
Oh yeah, tons and tons and tons of.
Which is a good mantra.
The Days for Seasons of Love or just Seasons of Love. Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you for the happy birthday messages, everybody. If I was missed it, I've turned 30 today. I am now 30 years old. I'm feeling good about it. I'm feeling very tired, but that's incidental. Thank you. Thank you for the kind messages.
We both had that though this year.
Yeah, we both turned 30.
And I turned 30 after a week at Edinburgh Fringe.
Erin turned 30 the day we got back from the Edinburgh Fringe, and so we were both like, is this what 30 feels like? And today, I'm turning 30 after we spent 24 hours rehearsing Legally Blonde and performing it. And so now I'm like feeling exhausted. Enjoy the last show of John Proctor. Scream for me. Wish I could be there. Jane Krakowski's casting is so deeply inspired, and I just love that she's doing it. I think that's such a brilliant choice. Hadestown Amsterdam closed this weekend. Yeah, it's been a big weekend for summer limited runs finishing. Evita is closed, and Gatsby and Burlesque. Sorry, Laura, I never answered your question. So sorry. I started talking about your question, and then I didn't answer it. I've never read the Wicked novel. I would like to. I would be intrigued to. I know enough people who have. You have?
I've read it.
Aaron has read it over here, that I am abreast of the differences and the difference in tone.
I just always want to make it very, very clear. The book Wicked is for adults only.
Yeah.
There are things in... Because I feel like, especially with the reprint of the book, I do kind of wish they make it clear, not for children, this book is not for children.
The reprint with the film cover was a choice. Yeah.
All I have to say is the word tiger, and people who've read the book will understand why. Yeah.
Yeah. Are you coming back to New York soon? We have recently booked flights to be back in New York later this year. Not this month, but later this year. Any early predictions for Tony's best revival? Do you mean of a musical? Because big players this year, you've got Ragtime, you've got Chess, you've got Cats the Jellicle Ball, still not theatre confirmed. I think Rocky Horror. No one is anticipating enough the extent to which Rocky Horror is going to be a player in Best Revival. I think that's worth watching. But Cats the Jellicle Ball feels, once they confirm a theatre, feels like a front runner. What else have we had here? Looking forward to finally seeing Cabaret in London. I hope that you enjoy. Evita is closed. Yeah, it was only, 2 and a bit months?
Yeah.
Official opening night was the first week of July. So when I saw the Evita matinee last Thursday, I smiled at some points because when Che passes in front of the lit Evita sign letters in silhouette, it really looks like you. I'm happy to be compared to Mr. Diego Andres Rodriguez. He is wildly talented. I don't think anyone else ever went on for Che. I don't think he missed any shows.
No, I definitely did.
Rachel only had one unscheduled absence, I believe. And that was mid-show, I think.
So I'd say, when talking about people that people see and think is you.
Oh, Noah Galvin.
I was about to say, do you want to reveal so you're supposed to go doppelganger?
I feel like I've said this before, and with the moustache, maybe less so. And I feel like not right now, but I've had a lot of Noah Galvin confusion in the past of people like looking at Noah Galvin's Instagram stories or pictures and sending it to me and being like, I genuinely thought that this was you. The new one I've had more recently is my friend Matt Rodin, when I part my hair in the middle, but not as much like this. But Noah Galvin and Ben Platt went to go see Guys and Dolls at the Bridge Theatre, and someone tweeted to say that they saw you at MickeyJoTheatre, saw you at the Bridge tonight, and was too nervous to say hello. And I was like, well, I'm glad you didn't say hello, because that was not me, because I was not there. And then I saw another tweet saying that Noah Galvin was there. I'll be like, that was it. That's that mystery solved. Is Sean listening to Cabaret in the lounge?
I believe so, yes.
Unclear as to why. Have you done Sardi's, Glasshouse Tavern, Carmine's, and or Joe Allen's yet? I've been to Joe Allen's for a press event. I've never eaten there. I've not been to Sardi's. I've not been to Carmine's. I've been to Sardi's, but I've not been to Joe Allen's.
But you've not been to Joe Allen's.
Wrong way around. This is why he's here. I've been to Sardi's.
We keep meaning to go to Carmine's because they're supposed to have a good gluten-free menu.
Yeah, would love to go. We've walked past Carmine's many times. Glasshouse Tavern used to go to all the time, less since they changed management and changed the menu.
Yeah, now we go to Hot Fuzz.
Yep. Which people who watch the New York vlogs will know very well. Most disappointing musical. Oh, I mean, there's disappointing musicals and then there's disappointing productions. And usually for that second one, it shows that you like and wish had been done better. I remember being very frustrated by a production of Dear World years ago, a big part of which was the fact that the lead was out and the understudy was like 20-something, which is just very incongruous with the role. And also the guy behind me in the audience of about 16 was whispering the lyrics a line ahead, like not with them, but she's like singing, someone has poisoned you, dear world. But before she could get there, he was like, someone has poisoned you, dear world. Like he's cueing her. And it was her understudy debut. So maybe he was, but it was very frustrating to sit in front of. And I shouldn't blame the show for that, but the show was also problematic. Cabaret Broadway's closing early. What?
We got to see it in New York.
We did, and I much preferred the version in New York, at New York City Center. Happy birthday from Ohio. Oh, thank you in Ohio. I look younger than ever. Thank you. I don't feel younger than ever. I will say that much. else do we have here? Did I change my mind on Evita or still meh for you? I never said it was meh. This is the thing. I gave it a 3-star review, and people took from that I didn't like it, or like I was indifferent. And my thing is, what it does well, it does so well. It is extraordinary on so many fronts. It is wildly entertaining. It is fantastic. I spoke for an hour to convey all of this nuance. I did not say meh for an hour. I said an awful lot. I loved so much of it. I think it also has inherent flaws that for many audience members are too pronounced not to acknowledge. Because the thing is, I have been to Evita 3 times. One of those was a preview, one of those was opening night, one of those was last week. So throughout the run. And the response has always been huge. The curtain call, the applause, the energy has always been fantastic. The show on stage has always been pretty much the same. They are brilliant performers, always giving the same energy. She's been great every single time. Diego has been great every single time. Every performance, including opening night, there has been people in my proximity saying, I have no idea what's going on. The first time we saw it, there were people really frustrated about that. And I think that's too pronounced an issue to ignore entirely.
Yeah, people shouldn't have to know a show back to front before watching the show.
I think it's an interesting conversation about like, who is this production being created for, and who is it being marketed towards, and to what extent is it like? Because I'm all for theatre being made for an audience who arrives with an existing understanding. I'm not against that, but also, are you making that clear in the marketing, or are you trying to entice a new audience? Like, it's difficult. Worst audience behavior I've ever observed. Someone at the 30,000th, 50,000th anniversary performance of The Mousetrap in London loudly shouted mid-scene, threatening to punch the person in front of them if they shushed them one more time. That was pretty bad.
That was bad.
That's probably got to be the worst. Thank you, Maddie. That's very kind. Thank you for that. Thank you for that little, I can't remember what they're called.
Super chat.
Super chat. Thank you for the super chat. That little gift. That's very generous of you. Thank you for the birthday present.
It's the most British moment.
What is?
You've got that super chat.
Super chat. Gluten-free recommendations. Friedman's at the... Oh, we have been.
Yes. Love.
We have been
love Friedman's.
Upwards of 5 times. We have taken New Yorkers who have never been to it before. We are...
specific one. And we've been to Friedman's upon 70th?
Yeah, we are Gale's Broadway Rose outreach team at this point. Thank you, Jamie. Hope you had a wonderful and stagey day. I did. Hope Aaron James has been spoiling you. He has. He has. There's Joe, but there's far more nuance than local girl makes good, weds famous man, because there's all of the political reality of it at the time, and the political nuance is relevant and it's important and it's interesting and it's not conveyed. And I think you've really got to consider the extent to which it's not conveyed when you don't know the show.
I think Act 2 becomes harder when, as well, she's suddenly dying.
Yeah. Yeah.
That whole bit onwards from then is very difficult to actually see how time's moving.
Yeah. They're singing happy birthday, you just want to sit down and watch another musical, says S. Not just another birthday, it's 30. That's why everyone's been commenting 30/25. I did not get it. Everyone's been commenting 30/25. And I was like,
oh,
I don't know what this is. It's a Tick Tick Boom reference.
Ew.
At one point, I was planning to do a MickeyJoTheatre live cabaret show on my birthday just so I could sing 30/90. And I would have sung 30/25. And I still didn't get the reference you were putting in the comments.
That's cute.
That's how tired I am. Let's play another round of What's Sean listening to right now. I have no idea what this is. Is it on 1.25 speed? Is it Bucks Fizz?
Sean?
What are you listening to?
Sean?
He can't hear us.
What are you listening to?
We're curious.
It's Jack Wilde's musical Evolution.
Oh.
Up and stuff.
Fine. Something we haven't heard of. Do you think now that Evita has closed, Cabaret is the hottest ticket again? Well, always very difficult to say because grosses aren't made public. Is Inter Alia finished yet? Is that finished? That's been a hot ticket.
Is it finished or just about to finish?
What's your thoughts on Jack Wolf as Orpheus? I haven't seen him yet, but I won't. I refuse to miss it because I love Jack. He's fantastic, and it's brilliant casting. Arena Stage will do Shade Joey rather than Pal Joey. Sounds like an interesting concept. I can only hope to, throughout my life, be surrounded by people who have as much faith in me as people have in trying to make Pal Joey work again on stage. The number of times that show has been reworked. It's got to be a contender for the shows that have been reworked the most times. And a lot of Lloyd Webber stuff is up there. Like Starlight Express has had many a version. This has to be Pal Joey 4.0 now. What else do we have here? Do I play any musical instruments? I am a grade 7 classical guitarist. I haven't picked one up in years. I think I just did it because my sister did it, to be honest. Also, it's a lonely instrument to play because there's no musical ensemble that features a classical guitarist. Rock band? No, wrong type of guitar. Concert band? No. Big band? No. Jazz band? No. My school had all of these. I did music, but I would only ever get involved with them as a singer. I sang with the big band. I sang Reach for the Stars in a school assembly. Twice.
That's cute.
It was not a fun experience. They refused to change the key. So I had to sing, never, ever forget that I got you and you got me. Horrible transition. Horrible octave leap. Do you ever think we will see Rebecca come back in English? I hope so. And I also hope we get Elizabeth in English.
I agree.
Because I've become a bit obsessed with it. There has been 9 major revivals of Pal Joey. Oh, Maria Ann, thank you. This is so kind of you. Mickey Joe, have a stagey day and birthday. I know Aaron is spoiling you. He is indeed. Thanks for your insights on stage musicals. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. I appreciate that very much. That's very kind. Thank you. Have I ever heard of Honk the Musical? I've heard of it, but I've never really done a deep dive. I've never really investigated it or seen it or listened much. What's your opinion of Emma Kingston's Heather Chandler and Elphaba? I love her Elphaba. Emma Kingston is one of the best vocalists I have ever heard. And so, yeah, I think a very overdue Elphaba. She's fantastic. And I think as an actress, more suited to the likes of Elphaba than Heather Chandler. I think she's another soul, a bit like myself, who a little old before her years, perhaps. And there's some performers who like slide into those teenage roles real easily. And there's other performers who don't as much. And yeah, I think everything that makes her a fantastic Elphaba was a little resistant to the Heather Chandler of it all, for me, from my perspective. Happy birthday from a fellow Bournemouther. Thank you. That's very nice. Thank you, Seattle Susie Q. That's very generous of you. Happy birthday 2 days after mine. Happy birthday for 2 days ago. You share a birthday with my parents' wedding anniversary. Have I seen the new production of The Producers? We saw it at the Menier Chocolate Factory. Seeing it again this week. And we were in the rehearsal room last month.
I had forgot we were seeing it this week.
There you go. We are seeing it this week. We were in the rehearsal room a few weeks ago.
Yeah.
And there's going to be, I think, some subtle shifts in the transfer.
But seeing the photos of the transfer, the set doesn't look that much different. So.
No, it's not a splashy, big production like the original Broadway. It's very focused and intimate. It's also a celebrated and prolific director of plays directing his first musical. So it's going to be very interesting to see the approach there. That, of course, is Patrick Marber. Did I tell you that I got tickets to see the Robert Icke adaptation of Oresteia in Prague next month as an early late birthday present? Eva, I don't know you well. I only know you from the comments of these, but that is the most on-brand thing I have ever heard about you. I hope you enjoy thoroughly. Very happy for you. Let us know what it's like.
I also love how Eva, like, when commenting about different shows, they're always in completely different countries.
Always in a different country. And the fact that you know these things are happening. I didn't know that Robert Icke's Oresteia was happening in Prague. Oresteia. Amadeus. Where are we? Super early predictions for next season's Tonys. Ooh,
The Lost Boys seems to
I
have
think the
really-
Lost Boys, I'm hearing enthusiasm. Laura says, I turned 56 years old on the 6th of September, so I look lovely from over here in Washington State. Virgos unite. Yes. I could definitely pull off Mark in Rent. Just bleach that adorable mop. I've had bleach blonde hair before. Does Mark need to be blonde? Interesting question. Excuse me, I'm going to cough. I'm back. I've returned. This is my voice still recovering from yesterday. I'd love to play Mark in Rent. I think I'm on the cusp of aging out of it, maybe. But then on stage, I'll be Mark must be ginger. Oh, he's like Anthony's like a strawberry blonde. But I've seen a lot of Marks with brown hair, I feel. Do I think Mean Girls will come back to the Savoy? Sadly, no. I think Paddington's moving in there, and I think Paddington will be there for a considerable amount of time. But Mean Girls is going on tour. Hannah Lowther, I don't think is going back to 6 anytime soon, but I dare say, people return to that show all the time.
She's currently on route to Florida.
Is she?
She just shared she's coming with Amy Astrid.
Oh, that's fun.
We're on a trip.
How fun for them. I think we should give Leslie Manville her Tony right now. We will have to wait and see. There have been surprises before. Oh, my Elizabeth visit inspired you to book one of the final tour stops in the Netherlands, Jodie. Fave musical, so excited. I hope you enjoy. I hope you enjoyed very much. I'm very jealous that I'm not going to get to go back and see that production. We so nearly went again in August. Erin and I were this close to going back to the Netherlands just to see Elizabeth again, but restrained ourselves. I don't know anything about the play art, but I'm excited to see it. What else do we have here? Tomorrow I have a regional audition for Macbeth's. Any tips or recommendations? I think it depends very much on the role that you are auditioning for. But in any audition, just develop, I think, with specificity, the version. Oh, you're going for the role of Macbeth. Develop with as much specificity as you can the version of the character that you understand. What do you consider the motivations to be? What do you consider that personality to be? And then if you enter into conversation with the creatives about it, offer a malleable interpretation of that character that can be modified by their suggestions. Because ultimately what you're trying to do is present a performance that can fit into their understanding of the show. And sometimes you have to accept that it's just a situation where yours may be a great Macbeth, but it might not be their idea of Macbeth. But hopefully it is. And I wish you all the best ahead of that audition. S says, I want to see Open Air do In the Heights next year.
Ooh.
Sadly, I don't believe that is on the cards, but that would be a great idea. We were just saying earlier that In the Heights should come back.
Jim choreographed the West End production.
He did.
So there is...
Did you just say the West End production?
I air quoted. It was eligible for Olivier, so it's always his whole weird word.
What isn't?
So the Playhouse.
Fine. Hot take there. Are too many shows Olivier eligible? Answers below on a postcard. Thank you, Christopher T, for the birthday wishes. I hope my 30s will be magical, and I hope to visit Los Angeles in my 30s. We've never been.
Nope.
Do you think ATG/Wicked London should cast transgender roles into Glinda or Elphaba? Do you think Elphaba and Glinda should have to? Not deliberately. I don't think it's about deliberately casting trans actors in cisgender roles, but I think that trans actors should have the same access of opportunity in roles. I've seen a fantastic trans performer play Madame Morrible before, but it was entirely incidental to the performance that was given, if that makes sense. Considering a trip to London next spring, want to see Devil Wears Prada? Any other new shows I should look into? There's a lot that won't have been announced yet, but I do think that you are so falling asleep in the background. I do think Paddington is going to be something very special and sort of quintessentially British musical. But yeah, just watch this space, basically, because there's a lot that we won't know about yet. Funniest mistakes or accidents or improv you've witnessed on stage? I was watching a production of Victor Victoria where the bed collapsed once in the old Southwark Playhouse, as it happens. We saw Sister Act once, and the Pope Mobile broke down, and the nuns dancing in the front row didn't notice when the other nuns left the stage, so someone had to go back and retrieve the nuns. That was quite good.
Awesome.
So I'm not going to have enough time to answer every single question. So I'm just as I encounter them. I don't know much about Hunger Games at all, but I've heard that the work they're putting into the stage show is quite extraordinary. So I look forward to it. I think it's going to blow people's minds. Do I feel Wicked should take a small break and have a revamp to bring life back into it? Saw it earlier this year in London and was really let down due to how samey it is. I mean, a long-running show is going to become samey. I think it sort of starts to take on a different life and become a slightly different thing.
They inevitably become slightly machines in the fact that they need to do that to replace.
Yeah. You're right. It becomes a machine, and there's ways of injecting new energy into it. I think it's a lot of that is to do with casting and the resident director, but I don't think taking a break is the answer. I don't think there's anything else that could sell the Apollo Victoria. I think Wicked is right now very popular because of the success of the films, and I think it still offers a great show. Do you think the Little Big Things will come back? I believe it will at some point. The question is where.
It's
with
also
that show.
now open licensing.
It is. That's what Zach's talking about here. What else have we got here? There was a question earlier up I meant to answer. Oh, Daryl. Yes, yours is the question I was going to go back to. So Daryl says, I live in NYC now, but from Southbourne, Bournemouth. Didn't know you were from Bournemouth. You're going to love this, Daryl, because I'm also from Southbourne. I mean, I always said I was from Southbourne. I'm down the hill. And once you get past, I think, Folkestone Station, it technically changes because the postcode for my parents' old home where I was born used to say Boscombe East. Now, Daryl, you will know this and nobody else will, but you would rather say that you were from Southbourne than from Boscombe. And Southbourne was between my house and Boscombe, so it made no sense. No, I know. Oh, my sister is here. I didn't know that my sister was on this live stream. But I used to say from Southbourne because I felt that was more descriptive. Like, if you were to walk to Boscombe from our old home, you'd get to Southbourne first. I used to work at Southbourne Library. I have the local credibility. But yes. It's better than, I once said, like, I tried Christchurch West, I think I said at one point. Greater Littledown, Lower Tuckton. I tried all of these. Anything other than Boscombe East. No shade to Boscombe, but, you know, a certain quantity of shade to Boscombe. What else do we have here? Yep, Daryl totally gets it. Now teaches at Juilliard in New York. That's an amazing.
So cool.
That's an amazing journey to have gone on. I would love to meet you and chat when I'm next in New York. That's fantastic. What a life you have led to get you there, I assume. Eva, that's fantastic. Third language you've seen a Robert Icke show in. Are you planning to see the upcoming? Yeah, I will see Hunger Games on stage, and I will probably try and watch the films beforehand. That feels like a necessary education. I think it's only an adaptation of the first one. Don't know. Would you ever consider moving to the USA? I don't think so. I like being in New York a lot. I like Broadway. I like the immediacy of the theatre community and that there is a theatre community and more Americans watch my videos than anyone else. But there's a lot of realities of being in the US to do with healthcare, to do with other things that there are amendments about that are politicized that just make it with the most love to Americans watching this. I think there are challenging political realities for living there that make it a little bit of a stressful prospect, I think. And also being that far away from, I know a lot of people move to go live in a different country. I think I would struggle with being so far away from all my family and friends here. But it's also very hard being away from all of our friends in America, now that we have a lot of friends over there. I will probably chat for another 10 minutes to bring us to an even hour. I know I should read The Hunger Games. I don't read enough books generally. It's always just a timing thing. I didn't see the 101 Dalmatians musical in Hammersmith, but I saw that same production on tour. You can go and check out my thoughts about that. Do I think we'll lose a long-running show in 2025? No, not before Christmas at least. And probably not in 2026.
Yeah, in 2025, no, we'd have heard by now.
No.
2026, probably.
Dream revival and director. I don't know if this is the dream one, but the one I keep thinking about recently is that I would love Rebecca Frecknell to try A Little Night Music. Because I love the way that she directs empowered women, and I love the way that she directs sexual repression, and that's what that show is. And I'd like to see her do another musical. That whole Cabaret creative team, go do Night Music. Should I see Six and Wicked on 2 separate days? I've never seen Six in the West End, and I'm seeing the UK tour in Canterbury, but I got inspired by your 2-day show video, but was it was in Amsterdam. Yeah, so I saw Six in Amsterdam and London in the same day. Are you talking about both seeing... Oh, are you talking about seeing Six in 2 places in one day? Or Six and Wicked in London on the same day? Because either of those I think sound fun. See all the shows. Yeah. In London, same day. Yeah, that's just a 2-show day. I love a 2-show day. Absolutely, why not? I say yes. I say yes. Oh, thank you, the Grim Reaper. You didn't mean for this to be the case, but turning 30 and having the Grim Reaper issue you a happy birthday is just slightly disconcerting. But thank you. Thank you for the super chat. That's very kind. Who do you think will win the West End Wilmer Awards? It's very hard to know who people will vote for. It's a very difficult thing to be able to figure out. But I'm excited to find out what the answer is. Thank you, Dan, for the happy birthday and wishes from New York. Thank you very much. What do I think of the Steps musical in Manchester? Well, there will be a review. Someone asked earlier, that might have been you. I will be doing a review of the Steps musical. I'm a big fan of the music. I love Steps. So I am excited to chat a little bit more about it. Most unhinged Disney movie they could turn into a musical. Well, Laura has a pretty good suggestion here, as it happens. Laura has asked, do you think they will ever make Emperor's New Groove into a musical? I think the film has attained a sort of a cult status now, but it wasn't a huge success at the time. But it's now fondly remembered and sort of remembered as a bit of a meme, not unlike Shrek. And I think Disney aren't really super concerned with the more secondary and tertiary projects that they've had and turning those into stage vehicles. Because, they're taking long enough to turn some of their biggest successes into stage shows. Like Hercules has only just come to the stage, and, they're working on The Greatest Showman. And these are like obvious and ripe for musical adaptation. Emperor's New Groove, less so. But I would appreciate getting to hear other songs in the Emperor's New Groove world, and the fact that they wrote other songs for the film that they didn't use. Yzma had a song. Eartha Kitt recorded it. You are falling asleep over here. You can go and hang out in the lounge if you want.
Let's come and say hi to everyone. And then
Aaron James is coming to say hello to you all, but he is falling asleep because we've had a very tiring weekend. Haven't heard anything about the Duncan Macmillan Iron Throne play, but I will look into it. But no, I've not heard anything.
It's gone very quiet on that one side.
Yeah.
I wonder if they got scared off by Hunger Games.
There's a possibility. Best musical movie, in my opinion. West Side Story, Chicago, Tick Tick Boom, Hairspray, all up there. Any more challenges with you, Aaron and Ellie, planned? Once daytime availability gets a little bit better, at the moment, my next week looks very busy. Then yes, would love to do another one again. Is Steps the musical the same director of Nativity? Did Rachel Cavanaugh direct Nativity? She directed Bake Off and A Knight's Tale. I know that.
Maybe she did.
It wouldn't surprise me.
She did Bake Off.
Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me. Dream casting for Death Becomes Her in the West End. Louise Dearman as Madeline Ashton. And that's the thing I care about the most. What else do we have? Have you seen Come Alive? No, but I would like to before The Greatest Showman happens next year. I think it's important to be able to talk about the difference between things inspired by The Greatest Showman and the actual adaptation and sort of compare the circus of it all. Oh, that's a lovely message. Katie K or Katik said, "Happy birthday. Thank you for keeping theatre alive for me." That's a lovely way of putting something. Thank you. I'm very glad that I could keep theatre alive for you. I didn't hear any reviews of Into the Woods from the Philippines. And I was kind of, if there'd been an easy way to go and see it, and by easy I mean like even slightly difficult, but not very, very difficult, then I would have gone. I was aware of it. What a cast. It looked pretty great visually. I'd have loved to have gone to see it. Sadly, didn't get the chance. I was in the front row for Steps musical on Thursday, and the energy was electric, but it doesn't quite dislodge Aunt Juliet as a jukebox for me, says Richard. Interesting thoughts. Veronica, haven't seen Hercules yet. Hoping to soon. Now that the summer holidays are over, it's going to be easier to get tickets because that obviously was very popular with families in the summer. Do we need more Cinderellas on stage? That's my question. I said just a few hours ago, we don't need more Cinderellas and Alice in Wonderlands and Romeo and Juliet. I feel like they're the stories that get adapted the most often. Maz Murray would be a good Helen Sharp, you're not wrong, or Rachel Tucker, or Hannah Waddingham. Hannah Waddingham would be a Madeline, surely. But Hannah Waddingham and Maz Murray together.
They're besties.
They are very close friends. That could be persuasive. Aaron is nodding off. Have you ever fallen asleep in the theatre? Yes. Not deliberately, but yes. Beepo is waiting for Aaron to curl up on the floor like a cat.
I genuinely could, right?
He genuinely could. I hope to see Masquerade in NYC. I'm not currently booked to, but I hope to. What musical have I seen the most times? It's still 6, but Cabaret is growing on it. Cabaret is growing on it? Gaining on it. Cabaret is gaining on it. I think the Kiss of the Spider-Woman trailer looks gorgeous. I know they've cut a lot of material for the film. I don't know the show well. In 1 minute, name as many New York theaters and what is playing there. That's a very stressful thing to do. And I only have 2 and a bit more minutes here on the live stream, so I will defer that until a later occasion. Ask me again when we're doing a 3-hour live stream, and we'll go for it. Have you heard about any celeb-led plays or musicals coming to the West End that aren't announced yet? I don't think so.
Oh, potentially.
Aaron says potentially. Aaron has disappeared entirely out of...
I'm here.
Aaron is down there. We could do a full Sunset Boulevard with it moving this around. Sure, I came out here to... Well, Aaron is tickling me. Stop it.
One thing they didn't know, it's for your ticklish.
I am ticklish. Wanted my parking space at Warner's. That was fun. Can you imagine Jamie Lloyd doing Cats?
No, I'd be fascinated.
I think at this point...
No, oh no, but that would be... Actually, though, that would be iconic if she sang Memory from the alley.
No, because that's what everyone has said. I think at this point, Jamie Lloyd is going to begin to resent becoming predictable, and I think he's going to evade... I think he might spoof himself.
Yeah, I don't think he'll do an Andrew Lloyd Webber musical.
I think there's a very good chance he never does an Andrew Lloyd Webber musical again, which will be interesting. Oh, I'm glad you enjoyed playing along with Theatre GeoGuessr on Ellie's channel. I hope we acquitted ourselves well. Will I see Hamilton with Leslie and Renee back? Renee? Did I miss this? Is Renee going back into Hamilton?
Not been publicly announced.
Not that I found out about. If I get the chance to, for less than $1,000, then, well, for less than, what's my ceiling on Hamilton tickets? What's the most I would pay for Hamilton with Leslie Odom Jr.? Sub 200 would be great. Would love to. Would love to see Leslie Odom Jr. do it. Any shows booked for NYC yet? Not yet. It's a little while off. It's not soon, the next trip, but I'm looking forward to it. I could enter the lottery, and I have before. I think I've previously. You have to do it on the Hamilton app, and I think I've done that before on our first couple of New York trips. Do you think some shows price people out? I mean, yes, inherently. I couldn't see Evita because tickets were £350 in the stalls where I have to sit because I need to sit there due to disabilities. Well, it's difficult when a show becomes popular because tickets become scarce then because everyone, like, inherently, only so many people can see a show. If you can't do a pro shot, if you can't live stream it, which there are financial realities for both of those things, then there's only so many seats in the theater, right? So at a certain point, people aren't going to be able to see the show. You can never make a show that everyone can, like, unless you're going to run forever. Why couldn't they extend Evita? It was a limited summer run. It was always built to be a limited summer run. The Palladium does not do open runs at this point.
And also, they'd only been able to get Rachel for the time that
Rachel was only available before she's got a filming project coming up, and also the theater is booked. But what I was building towards saying was that if you booked Evita when it went on sale, seats at the front of the stalls were very cheap, and they were not £350 until after opening night. And so it sometimes pays to be prepared, knowing it's a Jamie Lloyd, knowing it's going to at the very least be a buzzy and talked about production if you booked early enough. And also they did really fantastic tickets for under 30s, for key workers, for people with government benefits that were not relegated to the upper sections, that were at the front stalls as well. Any truth to rumors of a Webber and Lloyd rift? Yes, I spoke about it on here. But yes, so I hear. There are no tickets left for Leslie's run. Well, that answers that question. I think only lottery tickets are available. Such is the popularity of Hamilton. Do you think there'll be a DVD of this Evita? I heard no indication that they filmed it, sadly. I don't know if Death Becomes Her is teasing a pro shot or if they would. I think it's just the social media manager acknowledging that all the comments on every single post are always, where's the pro shot? And I think they were just poking fun at that. Love to see Jamie Lloyd's version of Oliver. Interesting. Are you seeing Keanu Reeves in Waiting for Godot? I would like to, and I would like to report on all the Jamie Lloyd shows, and I think it's going to be worth seeing, but I just struggle with Waiting for Godot. It's not my kind of play. Yeah, last 5 years, since you asked about it, I'm planning to see at Reading Rep is probably where I will see the last 5 years, since you asked. Because it's a co-production and it's also going there. Thank you for the kind. Thank you. Several people have said this. Thank you for the people who said, someone said I didn't look 21. I said I looked younger than 21. That I think may have been an ambitious compliment, but thank you for everyone who said I didn't look 30. Not that there's anything wrong with looking 30, but thank you for the kindness that you intended with those words. And I'm, yeah, as I said, you may have missed this at the start. I don't know if excited to be turning 30, but I'm looking forward to my 30s. I think I will do well. I think I will do well in my 30s. I think I will suit being in my 30s. Hence the moustache that I am growing. What else do we have here? Well, it's been an hour, which is how long I said I would chat. So another minute or so, if anyone has any final burning questions. Thank you for the kind words. Aaron has gone horizontal. If I can get this to stop focusing on my face, perhaps I can show you. Aaron is down here. You want to wave to the people, my love? Yeah, he's still alive. Still awake. Still with us. Oh, come back to me. You can see, look at this. You never get to see this much of the wall because I feel like the videos stop here and maybe here. But we've got, this is the Suffs playbill that drives everyone to frustration. I've moved it so you don't have to see it in videos anymore, but you know that it's still there. That might be worse. Les Mis poster from Paris. It's flipped, so I'm doing a very bad job of pointing. Starlight Express jigsaw puzzle. That's what that is. There's lots more to be added. This is my interview with the cast of Titanic that I did for London Theatre Magazine, because I like to frame the published pieces that I've written, because it reminds me that I have achieved things in life outside of the internet. Veronica says 30s without kids is like 20s with money, which I think is worth looking forward to. I don't believe there's a pro-shot recording of Jesus Christ Superstar with Cynthia Erivo and Adam Lambert, but how lucky we would be if there was. Beepo says, Beetlejuice poster. I need to ask the question you get asked all the time about the West End transfer, and hopefully I will have an answer for you very, very, very soon. I dare say that if you say it 3 times, by the end of that, we might even know more. Do I see a future for Footballers' Wives, the musical? Still can't stop singing Hoo 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 after the Fringe. Hoo Hoo Ooh Ooh, wouldn't wanna be a footballer. You singing on the floor is very sweet. Wouldn't want to live a footballer's life. I hope so. But I don't know. Do you think Billy Elliot could come back soon? That feels overdue for a revival. I'm surprised that we haven't seen more regional productions of Billy Elliot from other producing houses. Leicester Curve did it. I wonder if they're a little bit restrictive with the rights. I don't know. Are Benjamin Button or Oliver likely to transfer to Broadway? Oliver, I don't think so. I don't know that Oliver ever really... I don't know that New Yorkers really vibe with Oliver, because they have Annie and we have Oliver. And sometimes that's just enough. Benjamin Button, I hope so. I hope so. Thank you for the birthday wishes. Thank you, Maddie, for the super chat. Thank you to everyone who sent super chats. Just in case no one told you today, you and Aaron are an utterly adorable couple. Thank you very much. I hope Benjamin Button tours. I just hope for a very successful future life for the show. I think it deserves one. I think it could have one. Encores did do Oliver. Yeah. And, Encores, there's enough of a theatre crowd in New York, because there's a great theatre community, to sell out Encores shows. It's not indicative of a Broadway... Like, if Audra had gone to do Gypsy at Encores, that would have sold out so fast. And then it goes to Broadway, and it's not quite enough to sustain a long Broadway run. So it's Encores. I love Encores. It's not a great indication necessarily of, how well something's going to do in the commercial market. We will see if Ragtime does well. A very pertinent question. Or a very pertinent statement, I should say. Aaron is okay. We've just both... we both didn't sleep at all yesterday because we were doing a 24-hour musical, so he's a bit tired. But we are now going to go and play some Mario Kart in the lounge. I was going to change the background. I was going to show you. This is another thing you never get to say on the see on the vlogs, is that this, I assume you all realize that this changes color, because it's always a different color on the videos now, and it's not like a big secret, but it's fun to see. I think I did this on the Heathers one, so there you go. What if Mario Kart was adapted into a musical? Stranger things have happened.
Stranger Things has happened.
Stranger Things has happened, yes. The vlog for the 24-hour musical will come out either next weekend or the weekend after. It'll be a weekend release. What shows am I seeing this week? I'm seeing a play at the Marylebone Theatre, and I'm seeing The Producers. Does it do pink and green? That looks pink to me. And that looks green. There you go. We did Legally Blonde, was the musical we did. And it was a fun time. It was a very fun time. It was probably the best 24-hour musical I've ever been in. Halo, the musical. Halo has a lot of pathos. I would like to see Halo. Halo Reach as a musical. Who did I play? I played, I was about to say Grandmaster Chad. That's not his name. Is that his name? Something Chad. Is that his name? Aaron, who did I play?
Grandmaster Chad.
Is he called Grandmaster Chad?
Yes.
I suddenly got distracted by the concept of chess. I played the guy who sings, "What you want to be breathing in the healthy air. What you want to be chasing him and he don't care." Grandmaster Chad. I psyched myself out. And Aaron and I also played Nikos and Carlos, who are gay and European, which is perfect because we're both of those things. Anyway, I think as the conversation goes to some very interesting theoretical places about stuff we could turn into musicals, I dare say that has been it for the birthday live stream. Thank you to everyone who sent birthday presents in the form of live chats. Aaron and I are taking an IRL holiday soon that will not be a vlog, sadly. How I wish I could share it with you, but it's important for us sometimes to escape and do non-theatre things. And it's a fun holiday, but it's not, theatre isn't really involved. Not really. So for everyone who sent a super chat during this live, that will maybe buy us a drink when we're doing that. So thank you. That was very kind of you. Thank you to everyone who sent Tick Tick Boom references. I get them now. I was slow on the uptake. It's 30:25. In the meantime, more videos this week and next. It might not be daily videos anymore, but there will still be videos because there's still plenty to talk about. Thank you for continuing to watch the videos. Thank you for another wonderful year. Thank you for making the last few years of my 20s, when I started doing YouTube full-time, some really, really nice ones. And I look forward to continuing to do YouTube in my 30s. At a certain point, when do YouTubers all start to retire? I don't want to retire anytime soon, but I feel like you only see youngish people being YouTubers. And that's not everyone. But I always have a bit of a complex in the back of my mind, like it's not gonna keep being cute forever. But someone said I don't look 21. So that's, maybe they meant it the other way around. Anyway, everybody have not only a stagey day, but I hope you all have a stagey my birthday. Happy my birthday to you. Thank you everyone for watching today and always. Aaron's waving from the floor. I'm going to take him to a sofa now and we're going to go and probably play some Mario Kart. I got a donut earlier. I haven't eaten it. I'm going to eat my donut. And you can't ask me in the last minute what's my least favorite. Way to throw negative chaos in the last minute. David, no, you just missed me rambling and talking about my 30th birthday celebrations. But hello to you. Departing now. Who do I play as in Mario? If it's Mario Kart 7, it's Roy. If it's Mario Kart 8, it is Monty Mole. Fun fact. I am going to go have birthday cocktail, which may make the driving worse. Don't drink and Mario Kart. Anyway, bye-bye to everybody. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a stagey my birthday. Bye-bye, everybody. Bye-bye.